tell me why you're seeking us out.
Because I've had trigeminal neuralgia, and I have done 2 microvascular decompression surgeries. The first one was good for 8 years, and then the second one was good for about 3 months. Then I had gamma knife. That was good for about not long, and now I have cluster headaches and anesthesia Dolorosa, and I'm numb on the right side of my face. And I'm on medication, and I want to get off my medication, and I'm just miserable.
Sure. So, can I ask you a question about what you just said? You said you had the gamma knife. One, is there any residual problems or issues from the gamma knife?
Yeah. Well, I think that it is from that, because that's what they told me when I went to the Mayo, is that the anesthesia Dolorosa, they believe, came from the gamma knife that they kill. That's what the purpose is, to damage the nerve a little, but they feel like they damaged it too much. So it's hard to treat now because it's too damaged, and now it's painful numbness that I'm experiencing, and it's horrible. On top of the trigeminal neuralgia.
So you feel numbness on the right side, with the exception of you still have the pain from wherever it's coming from.
Tingling. Yeah, it's like a weird, I can't even really explain the numb. Like, I don't know that there's food. It's like I don't know, like sometimes I'll be drooling and I don't know I'm drooling, or my nose is running and I don't know it's running. Sometimes I feel like it's running and I'm drooling and it's not.
Sure.
It's a really weird, but then now I just started this weird sensation, like I feel like I told him he can't kiss me or touch me on this side because I feel like there's cactus prickling me, but it's numb still. Do you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. So a lot of patients feel like what they share with me is it's almost like your leg's asleep, and when it starts to wake up, that kind of prickly sensation where you're feeling it all up and down your leg. And they'll say, like, in one area, or sometimes a small area like you just indicated, or a larger area of the face, they feel that prickly almost waking up, but like it never comes back fully. So I wonder, I've had people that have had the gamma knife work for a period of time, and then the numbness goes away, and they go right back to feeling what it is. And some people end up worse afterwards with the gamma knife than they were before. So I've spoke to a number of neurologists and say, don't tell your patients to ever get that.
I never had the numbness until after the gamma knife, and they said that it could come, but it would probably come right away, and that came like 6 months after. So they're really shocked that the numbness came so far afterwards. So they're like, I don't know if it's because of that or not, but.
Right. Okay. So I know you've seen some of the videos, and that's what ultimately prompts you to seek us out.
Yes.
Let's start with, do you have any questions about any of the videos that you saw, as far as what it is that we do, or?
I don't really understand. I'm just on board because I've seen all the testimonies and I've watched them, but I'm just.
How do you fix the alignment?
Well, that'll be apparent as we're kind of going through, because I'm gonna measure you today before we start anything, and we'll kind of see on the screen what that distribution is.
Right.
But if the balance is off, I'm going to be adjusting the teeth to get that balance back on.
Right.
And then the muscles tend to relax, and after that, people start feeling better. And that could be like, today you start feeling better and noticing a difference this weekend. It could take 6 months, and we don't know.
Right.
A lot of that is, I wish I could say, oh, if you've had the chronicity over a certain period of time, it's going to take longer, or it's not based on age, or it's not based on a number of things. What it is based on is how quickly do you heal. That's it.
See, and I'm having a headache today, and I already took 2 of my brain pills, so.
Yeah. And you're just getting by. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever you can do to get to the next minute, to the next hour, I get it. Not from exist.
I'm ready, yeah. I feel good about it, but like.
Okay. Well, the photos that you sent me look good and look promising, but that's a 2-dimensional picture of a 3-dimensional object. So the first thing we're going to do is I'm just going to lean you back. We're going to take a peek, see where you're at, and then we'll just jump right into taking some measurements, and then we'll be talking about your data in your case specifically, and it won't be so abstract then.
Okay.
Anything else?
I also wanted to tell you that I did do Botox. I
Okay.
did try Botox.
How'd that work?
I don't think it really helped a whole lot because I'm still where I am, but I didn't feel like it helped enough to continue doing it. So
That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so let me lean you back and let's kind of get started.
Okay.
So, Ms. Autumn, you've had round 1 of your DTR therapy. I want you to try to explain as best you can, what do you notice is different?
I feel, it feels weird, like I can feel my teeth touching.
Yeah, is it safe to say that you have teeth touching evenly across the whole arch?
Yeah.
Okay. What about a repeatable bite? So when you bring your teeth together, you hit in the same spot.
Yeah, and I
every
don't
time
have
you
to
do.
try to find that spot, that sweet spot to make my mouth match.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And I felt that I can feel my mouth is easier to, like, more relaxed, I guess I could say.
That's fair.
Yeah.
And that's pretty instantaneous because you haven't left yet.
No, and I've only just been here a little bit. Yeah.
Sure. So tell me, you started to tell me something about the trip when you were coming out and where they were wanting to refer you next. Tell me that again.
So, I was telling you that I felt really good. I had been wanting to get a hold of you, but you were closed for remodeling.
Sure.
So I had made the email and I hadn't got in touch. And I was kind of getting discouraged because I had sent a couple emails because I had an appointment with the Mayo coming up and they were wanting to give me they gave me two invasive options. Either to do the thing in my face or the craniotomy and do something else in my head. And I was praying hard because this was less invasive and I had seen the testimonials, and so I was praying that I got a hold of you to see if I was going to be a candidate, and I got a hold of you, and them at the same time, kind of, they called me back from my follow-up from my MRI, and they passed me on to the headache neurologist, and it just so happened that you were able to get me in. I just was able to get here, and I felt so good about it, and it just, I wanted less invasive, and I feel like this is going to work. And just today, I just feel like already that I feel good.
Well, good.
That this is going to be the answer. I feel like it is, because I've been through so many invasive things already that I can't go through any more invasive. Like,
Well, yeah, you've already, so I'd like to know what it was that they were proposing, given the fact that you've done 2 MVDs
like
and a gamma knife.
DTR or something like that to put. They put in a something in your face to make the pain. It stimulates your brain to think that the pain. I don't exactly know what it is.
Confusing pain signals.
Yes.
Is that
and
fair?
Then, yes. And
Okay.
then if that didn't work, then they would have to do a craniotomy and put in different things on my left side of my brain to make my right side of my brain think that there was no pain. And then I would have to go to the Mayo every month to get that in Phoenix every month to get that calibrated or whatever. So this was way more suitable for me and makes more sense.
I appreciate that, and the reason why I put the videos out there is so that patients can be their own advocate. Like, I don't know your pain, but describing what the treatment is, it doesn't sound much better than the pain, to be honest.
No.
Autumn, it's Monday. Welcome back to the office. Over the weekend, you had a chance to get acquainted with the new bite and the changes that we had, and just kind of wanted to see what you noticed was different after your first round of adjustments.
A lot was different. We went and ate some Mexican restaurant. I don't know what it was. It was good. And I ate corn chips. I don't know if I was supposed to or not.
I told you no restrictions, which means you can have corn chips.
Okay, well I did. And I ate corn chips on my right side. And yeah, it was crazy.
So what would happen before when you would try to eat corn chips?
It would kind of catch, and then it would hurt.
Yeah.
It would hurt me, and I just couldn't do it. And I ate them, and then last night I ate a hamburger.
Huh.
And I didn't have to eat the hamburger weird. I didn't have to smash my hamburgers down. I just had to eat around them weird, and I didn't have to do that last night.
That's good.
I had a lot of energy. I talked to friends and family back home. I FaceTimed them. And I don't know what I looked like before, but they told me I looked different. So they noticed that.
You did Friday when you left here too, immediately. You could see it in your face. A lot of the pain was gone.
Right. And thank you. And that's what they told me too. And I slept really good. And I felt really good. And I really had an enjoyable weekend with my husband. We had a good time. I had energy that I really haven't had. I didn't snore, he said, for the first couple nights. He did say I did snore last night.
Sure.
But I was worn out. I can feel my teeth touching, and They feel really different and good.
Okay, so,
Didn't have headaches all weekend.
wow, that's pretty amazing. And before I give you the next question I'm going to ask you, when you came in here on Thursday and we started the treatment, what was your level of pain that day?
About an 8.
8 out of 10?
Yes.
Okay. And so, like, where are you today?
Let's say 3 or 4.
Okay. So, that's 50% of pain reduction in a weekend. And we didn't do surgery. We didn't give you medications. We didn't do tensing. We didn't build you an orthotic. We didn't do any kind of appliances. We just got the bite right, which, by the way, dentistry is responsible for. Okay? So it's a shame you had to drive all the way up here from Farmington, New Mexico to get this done, right? Because you drove past a lot of dentists on the way here, right? So I am grateful to be a part of your journey, and we're not done. Just to be sure, I noticed you're opening wider too. We didn't check that. We checked it on the first day. You got 10 millimeters of opening, which is the reason why you probably eat the hamburger
And I
without
can
measuring.
yawn all the way. I can open my mouth all the way when I yawn.
Isn't that amazing?
Yes.
Things that we just really don't pay any attention to until you can't do it.
Yes.
All right. So just to reiterate, we're not done. You're going to be coming back, like what, 4-6 weeks, something like that. And we're going to do this again. Like today, I touched just a couple little things to fine tune this. We really haven't had a lot of change, but I didn't want to leave you like that and then have you go home and things start to unwind and backpedal. So let's talk about that for a minute. One of the reasons why this is multiple visits is because the muscles have to relax and give an opportunity to heal. When that happens, the bite may change a little bit. So if you're out 2, 3, 4 weeks and you're coming back in 6 and your symptoms start ramping up again, don't panic, okay? This is the reason why it's not one and done. You have to have some revisions as you're healing along the way. Now, I will say that, once you've had 2 or 3 weeks where you've had the weekend that you've had for a sustained period of time, and then all of a sudden things start creeping up on you, there is that, holy shit, is it coming on full bore thing? I thought I was over this kind of thing. And it never really goes back to what it was.
Right.
You may be a 5 out of 10 or a 6 out of 10, but we'll bring it back down. Our hope is that over time, this thing just gets better and better for you, okay? So.
I have a lot of hope, so.
Well, good. I would too if I had the
Yes.
weekend you had, so good for you.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me before I let you go?
No, I don't think so.
All right. Pretty
I'm just
straightforward.
really thankful. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. Okay, Autumn, welcome back. I just wanted to give you an opportunity. We just checked your bite for your 3rd visit, and I made some adjustments, some refinements today of how your bite comes together, and I just wanted to get a feel for, if you wouldn't mind sharing with me, what has been different since the last time I saw you. It's been about a month.
It was August 19th or something around there, yeah. So it's been about almost
6
2
weeks.
months, yeah.
Okay, all right.
So I have not had any, my face does not feel as numb most days. And if it does, it's not like the consistent 24/7 numb. And the trigeminal neuralgia pain has not been like consistent. It's just been like little sporadic pains here and there. I haven't had like a flare up. I've had less headaches. I haven't had to take my Imitrex maybe once or twice. I started weaning off my medication. My thyroid, I just went and had tests done, and my thyroid's doing really good. And so I'm weaning off of that too. And I've had more energy most days. and I just feel a lot happier and like there's hope at the end of the tunnel. I'm weaning off of 2 of my other anti-convulsion medications too, that is for my trigeminal neuralgia, and I feel good. Like, I'm not snoring, I'm not, I don't know, my family just seems to think that I'm happier, and I feel happier now. I didn't see it at first when I left the first time, but I feel it. The headaches are just, and the pain is just gone. It's like, it's not gone. It's there once in a while, but it's so much better.
Is it fair to say that it's there, but it's not the same in strength, intensity, duration, or frequency?
Yes.
Okay. So essentially it's like turning the volume down on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's there, you can hear the music, but it's not overpowering.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm grateful that you're allowing me to share your story, because that's how you came to me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And all of the people that are going to watch this have to almost be their own advocate, especially if you've been diagnosed with something.
Yes.
And you're like, wait a minute, this doesn't really fit with what I'm being told or what my research has been. Then you get a vote as a patient, and this is much easier to do than to go under general anesthetic and do brain surgery.
Exactly.
So.
Also, I wanted to add that since the last time I saw you and this time, I've still been waiting to see the doctors at the Mayo Clinic for my headaches. So that appointment's going to be canceled. I'm not going to the Mayo Clinic anymore either. Thank
That's
you,
awesome.
Lord. It's divine timing. I found the video, I found it, and I just know that this was the right thing I know this is the right thing. Less invasive, and more people need to look into it.
Well, I am overjoyed that you're allowing me to share your story. And this isn't so much of me patting myself on the back as it is that I want patients to know that hope is a big thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the only way to know that you're a candidate for this is to come in and do a consult. And that was 6 weeks ago, and look at where you are now. Where are you going to be in 6 weeks or 6 months from now?
Right.
So we've still got to figure that out. Just one caution I would give you: coming off the medication too fast, I'm telling you, you will have a massive flare, because the body's expecting that to be there.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's a slow process. I'm not doing it too fast, but I wished I could do it faster.
I know. You got to respect the process. Anything else?
Like overcast days, like the barometric pressure and stuff used to really bother me. Like I could feel my head would start hurting like the day before a good storm or a good cloudy day was coming in. I don't even know anymore. Like, it doesn't affect me.
You know, that's very common with migraine sufferers, I've found. And yeah, a lot of the things like the barometric pressure change or weather change or even bright lights or bright sound could send somebody into a full-on migraine or a flare. Yeah, those tend to taper off, and those triggers tend to not be triggers anymore.
Yeah,
So.
so that was another thing I noticed too. But yeah, I think on the right track.
Good.
And
All
I'm
right.
very happy.
Well, we're not done.
No.
Still got to follow through with you, but I think we're far enough down the right path. You told me enough. I'm going to probably finish this up. Glad you did it.
I am. And I would tell anybody else to do it too.
Awesome.
Yes. I'm very happy.